Have you ever wondered what it takes to change the world? Meet Elon Musk, one of the most influential people of our time. He's not just a businessman, he's a dreamer who turned his big ideas into reality. Think about electric cars zooming silently on our streets, rockets flying to space and returning to Earth, and underground tunnels designed to solve traffic problems. These aren't science fiction anymore, thanks to Elon Musk. As the leader of companies like Tesla and SpaceX, Musk has pushed the boundaries of what's possible. Tesla makes electric cars that people actually want to drive, while SpaceX builds rockets that can land themselves and be used again. Through Neuralink, he's even working on connecting human brains to computers, and with the Boring Company, he's digging tunnels to create new ways of transportation. But Musk wasn't always the successful innovator we know today. His story starts in South Africa, where a young boy who loved reading science fiction books dreamed of making the future better. Through hard work, clever thinking, and never giving up, he changed not just one industry, but many. Let's explore how this ambitious dreamer became one of the world's most famous entrepreneurs, and what we can learn from his amazing journey. Elon Musk's story begins in Pretoria, South Africa, where he was born in 1971. Growing up, he was different from other children. While most kids were playing outside, young Elon could often be found with his nose buried in books, especially science fiction stories that sparked his imagination about the future. Life wasn't always easy for young Elon. At school, he was bullied by other students who didn't understand his intense interest in science and technology. But these challenges helped make him stronger. He found comfort in learning and spent countless hours reading books at the library. By age 10, he had read every book in the library's science section. Elon got his first computer when he was just 10 years old, a Commodore VIC-20. Instead of just playing games, he taught himself how to program. Within 3 days, he had learned the entire programming manual. At age 12, he created his first video game called Blastar and sold it to a computer magazine for about $500. This was his first taste of success in technology. His home life was complicated. After his parents divorced, Elon lived mainly with his father, Errol. He also had a close relationship with his brother Kimball and sister Tosca. Despite the challenges at home, Elon's mother May, a model and dietitian, always encouraged his interests in science and technology. As a teenager, Elon began thinking about leaving South Africa. He knew that moving to America would give him the best chance to work on big technological innovations. At 17, with just a few dollars in his pocket, he moved to Canada, where his mother had been born. This was his first step toward reaching his dreams in North America. The young Elon worked hard at various jobs in Canada, including cleaning out boilers, cutting lumber, and even working at a farm. He did whatever it took to support himself while pursuing his education. These early experiences taught him the value of hard work and perseverance, lessons that would prove valuable in his future ventures. After arriving in Canada, Elon Musk began his university studies at Queen's University in Ontario. He worked hard to maintain good grades while taking on odd jobs to support himself. During this time, he met his future business partner Peter Thiel, and they began discussing ideas about how technology could change the world. 2 years later, Musk transferred to the University of Pennsylvania in the United States. He took on a double major, studying both physics and economics. Many people thought this was too ambitious, but Musk believed understanding both science and business would be crucial for his future plans. He paid for his education through a combination of scholarships, student loans, and part-time jobs. While at Penn, Musk and his brother Kimball started thinking seriously about becoming entrepreneurs. They spent many late nights discussing business ideas and imagining how they could make a difference. Musk was particularly interested in three areas that he thought would impact the future: the internet, sustainable energy, and space exploration. After graduating from Penn in 1995, Musk was accepted into a PhD program at Stanford University to study energy physics. However, he left after just 2 days. The internet boom was beginning, and Musk knew this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. He decided to take a risk and start his own company instead of continuing his studies. Together with his brother Kimball, Musk founded Zip2, a company that provided online maps and business directories to newspapers. They started the company with very little money, working from a small rented office. At night, Musk would sleep on the office couch and shower at a local YMCA. During the day, he worked tirelessly writing code for the website. The early days of Zip2 were challenging. Many people didn't believe in the idea of online maps and directories. Some newspapers weren't sure about putting their information on the internet. But Musk and his brother kept pushing forward, improving their product and convincing businesses one by one. Their hard work began to pay off as more newspapers started using their service. After selling Zip2, Musk didn't waste any time. He used his share of the money to start a new company called X.com in 1999. His big idea was to make sending money as easy as sending an email. At the time, most people thought this was impossible or too risky, but Musk saw the future of online banking and payments. X.com grew quickly, but it faced strong competition from a similar company called Confinity, which had a service called PayPal. Instead of fighting each other, the two companies decided to join forces in 2000. They merged and kept the name PayPal because customers found it easier to remember. Running PayPal wasn't easy. The company faced many problems with online fraud and had to create new ways to protect customers' money. Banks and credit card companies were skeptical of this new way of handling money. But Musk and his team worked day and night to solve these problems. They developed special computer programs to spot and stop fraudulent transactions. PayPal became very popular with people buying and selling things on eBay. Millions of people started using it to send money to friends and family or to buy things online. The company was growing faster than anyone had expected. In 2002, eBay offered to buy PayPal for $1.5 billion, and the deal was accepted. This sale was Musk's first really big success. He earned about $165 million from the deal. But more importantly, this success gave him the resources and confidence to chase even bigger dreams. He started thinking about his childhood interests in space travel and clean energy, wondering how he could use his money to make a difference in these areas. The lessons Musk learned at PayPal would prove valuable in his future ventures. He learned how to build and manage fast-growing companies, how to solve difficult technical problems, and how to see opportunities that others missed. He also learned that sometimes the best path forward is to work with your competitors rather than against them. After the success of PayPal, Elon Musk turned his attention to a dream he'd had since childhood: space exploration. In 2002, he traveled to Russia to buy rockets for a project to send plants to Mars. When he found the rockets were too expensive, he made a bold decision. Instead of buying rockets, he would build them himself. This led to the creation of SpaceX in 2002. Musk invested $100 million of his own money to start the company. His goal was simple but ambitious: to make space travel much cheaper and eventually enable humans to live on other planets, especially Mars. Many people thought this was impossible for a private company to achieve, but Musk was determined to prove them wrong. The early years of SpaceX were very difficult. The first 3 rocket launches failed completely. Each rocket cost millions of dollars, and with each failure, the company came closer to running out of money. Musk had enough money left for just one more launch. The fourth attempt in 2008 was their last chance. Fortunately, the fourth launch was successful. The Falcon 1 rocket reached orbit, making SpaceX the first private company to launch a liquid fuel rocket into orbit. This success led to a $1.6 billion contract with NASA to deliver supplies to the International Space Station. SpaceX continued to achieve things that many thought impossible. They created rockets that could land themselves and be used again, making space travel much cheaper. The Falcon 9 rocket and Dragon spacecraft have completed many successful missions to space. The company also developed the Falcon Heavy, the most powerful rocket in use today. But for Musk, these achievements are just the beginning. His biggest dream is to make humans a multi-planetary species. He believes this is important for humanity's survival. His plan is to build huge spacecraft that can carry many people to Mars, where they would build the first human city on another planet. To make this possible, SpaceX is developing an even bigger rocket called Starship. This spacecraft is designed to carry up to 100 people to Mars. Musk hopes that within his lifetime there will be a self-sustaining city on Mars with thousands of inhabitants. While this goal might seem like science fiction to many, Musk and SpaceX have already proven that they can turn seemingly impossible dreams into reality. In 2004, Elon Musk made another bold move that would change the future of transportation. He invested in a small electric car company called Tesla Motors and became actively involved in the company's operations. The goal was clear: to prove that electric cars could be better, faster, and more exciting than traditional gasoline-powered vehicles. Tesla's first car, the Roadster, was launched in 2008. It was a sports car that could go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in less than 4 seconds and travel over 200 miles on a single charge. While expensive, it showed the world that electric cars could be high-performance vehicles, not just slow, boring alternatives to regular cars. The company then focused on making electric cars more affordable for everyday people. They launched the Model S, a luxury sedan that won numerous awards for its design and performance. This was followed by the Model X, an SUV with distinctive falcon wing doors, and the Model 3, a more affordable car aimed at the mass market. Building cars wasn't easy. Tesla faced many challenges in its early years. The company almost went bankrupt in 2008, and many people said it would fail. Manufacturing problems, delivery delays, and skeptical investors made things difficult. But Musk and his team kept pushing forward, solving problems one by one. Today, Tesla has grown from a small startup into the world's most valuable car company. They've built giant factories called gigafactories in multiple countries to produce cars and batteries. Tesla doesn't just make cars, they're also leading in battery technology and solar power solutions for homes and businesses. The impact of Tesla goes far beyond its own success. The company has forced the entire automotive industry to take electric vehicles seriously. Almost every major car manufacturer now has electric cars in their lineup or plans to make them. This shift towards electric vehicles is helping to reduce pollution and fight climate change, which was one of Musk's main goals when he joined Tesla. Tesla's story shows how innovation and persistence can transform an entire industry. What started as a small company with a seemingly impossible mission to transition the world to sustainable energy has become a powerful force for change in how we think about transportation and energy use. Beyond Tesla and SpaceX, Elon Musk continues to push the boundaries of innovation with several groundbreaking ventures. One of his most fascinating projects is Neuralink, a company working to develop brain-computer interfaces. Their goal is to help people with severe brain injuries and eventually allow humans to better connect with computers. Imagine being able to control devices with just your thoughts, or help someone who can't move regain their ability to communicate. The Boring Company, another of Musk's ventures, aims to solve traffic problems in big cities. Instead of building more roads above ground, they're digging tunnels underground. The company has already built tunnels in Las Vegas, where electric vehicles can travel quickly beneath the busy streets. Their ultimate vision is to create networks of underground tunnels in major cities to help people move around faster and more efficiently. In 2022, Musk made headlines when he bought Twitter, one of the world's largest social media platforms, for $44 billion. This purchase showed his interest in not just building new technologies, but also in shaping how people communicate and share information. He believed that Twitter needed changes to better protect free speech and improve its technology. These different projects might seem unrelated at first, but they all connect to Musk's vision of the future. Whether it's helping humans enhance their capabilities through Neuralink, solving transportation problems with the Boring Company, or improving how we communicate through Twitter, each venture aims to solve important challenges facing humanity. Musk's approach to innovation is unique. Instead of focusing on small improvements, he looks for big, challenging problems that others think are impossible to solve. He's not afraid to start companies in completely different industries, from rockets to electric cars to brain interfaces. This willingness to take on various challenges has made him stand out as one of today's most ambitious entrepreneurs. What makes these ventures especially interesting is how they often work together. The tunnels from the Boring Company are designed to work with Tesla cars. The advanced computer systems developed for Tesla help inform the work at Neuralink. This shows how Musk thinks about innovation as a connected web of solutions, rather than isolated projects. Elon Musk's influence on the modern world is truly remarkable. He has transformed not just one, but multiple industries, showing us that with determination and bold thinking, one person can make a huge difference. His work has changed how we think about electric cars, space travel, and the future of technology. Looking at Musk's life story, we can learn many valuable lessons. First, he teaches us that failure is not the end, but a step towards success. When his first SpaceX rockets crashed, he didn't give up. Instead, he learned from each failure and kept trying until he succeeded. His famous quote, "If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough," shows his attitude toward challenges. Musk's work style is intense and focused on solving big problems. He often works very long hours and expects the same dedication from his team members. While this might not be the right approach for everyone, his commitment shows that achieving big goals requires hard work and sacrifice. He believes in thinking big and not being afraid to tackle problems that others consider impossible. One of his most important pieces of advice is to focus on creating things that make a real difference in the world. Instead of just trying to make money, Musk chose to work on problems that could help humanity, like climate change and making humans a multiplanetary species. He often says that if you're working on something that will have a positive impact on the world, success is more likely to follow. Another key lesson from Musk's story is the importance of continuous learning. Despite his success, he never stops learning new things. He taught himself rocket science by reading books and talking to experts. This shows that with dedication and curiosity, we can learn anything we need to achieve our goals. Perhaps the most inspiring aspect of Musk's legacy is how he shows that it's possible to change the world through business and innovation. His companies aren't just about making profits. They're about solving important problems and pushing humanity forward. This teaches us that when we align our work with a bigger purpose, we can achieve amazing things. And that's the incredible journey of Elon Musk. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like this video, comment your thoughts below, and subscribe to English Edge for more inspiring stories. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.